Hi, it's Mike Stiles from Brand Content Studios. Here's the social marketing quickie for the week ending May 28th. Did you ever get a Facebook message but couldn't quite place where you know the sender from? A new feature has arrived to help you and your rapidly fading memory out. When you get a message from someone for the first time, Facebook will help remind you who the blank that is by pulling in publicly available info about them. You might get their work info, mutual friends, city, stuff like that. Users in the US, UK, France, and India will all have it for iOS and Android over the next few weeks. KLM just rocks social media. I mean, seriously, they have been and are crazy good at it. They've got 150 people just doing social customer support, and by their estimates, each of those 150 are responsible for $170,000 a year in revenue. If you're social ROI crazy, then soak up that story. KLM says they and the 70,000 questions a week they get are turning more and more into a profit center. And now social agents can almost do the entire booking. They're active on WeChat and have a WhatsApp pilot going. All that social data goes into the CRM so agents can see real-time info, and crews can see the same during flights and add to it using an iPad app. So make sure you don't act like a moron during a flight. It'll go on your permanent record. Social media can be a force for enormous good and world-changing revolutions. It can also be just crazy, lame, stupid. That's why the Charlie Charlie Challenge is sweeping the globe thanks to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. People who have an extraordinary amount of time on their hands are encouraged to cross two pencils on a piece of paper and write yes or no in each of the four boxes created. If the pencil rolls toward a yes box, that can only mean the spirit of a Mexican demon named Charlie is present. Thousands are posting their results in the search for Señor Charlie. Others, as you would fully expect on social, are mocking it and posting parodies. Mobile marketer Kahuna announced Dynamic Audiences, a marketing tool that does a few things Facebook just doesn't do. You, the marketer, can auto-retarget ads on Facebook based on what users do on mobile apps. Which apps? I don't know, but they have to be using Kahuna's SDK or mParticle's SDK software dev kits. So you look at a product on an app you don't buy, boom! Ads for that start showing up on Facebook. But here's something nice: if you ignore the ad long enough, or if you already bought what the ad is selling, it'll stop. Kahuna co-founder Adam Marchik says, "I'm tired of getting ads that don't resonate." Is it true? Is Twitter buying Flipboard? Unconfirmed, unsubstantiated scuttlebutt says they've been talking about it since January. What would this deal do for both parties? Well, Twitter had to notice Facebook's new instant articles for publishers, so it could help them monetize publisher relationships. Flipboard could get introduced to Twitter's much larger audience. Flipboard CEO Mike McHugh says they had 50 million monthly active readers in February, and 15 million public magazines were created by users. That mega maker of CX management software Clarabridge did buy somebody, and this one is confirmed and substantiated. It's real-time social engagement platform Engager. What does Engager add to the Clarabridge party? Top-notch social listening, publishing, governance, and real-time customer experience management. Clarabridge's Sid Banerjee says they want to be the most comprehensive customer experience management platform on the market, so nyeh. I added the nyeh part. Engager likes the idea of all their cool data being in the hands of people who can make better customer experiences using it. If you've said it once, you've said it 1,000 times after eating at a new restaurant. Wow, I wish someone had told me their trout tastes like shoe inserts. Facebook's ready to put a stop to that because they're adding reviews of restaurants by professional critics, fully qualified tongues and buds, for thousands of restaurant pages in the U.S. They're with the reviews left by the non-pros. Initial partners include Bon Appetit, Eater, New York Magazine, and the San Francisco Chronicle. Am I making you hungry? Well, how about a big ol' helping of non-authenticity? Negative reviews will only be shown if the page publishers provide it. I'm on Instagram, and because I am, now I'm getting emails from them with highlights from the people I follow on Instagram. Do I want that? Doesn't matter. That's what some users are getting, and there are no email settings that give you total control. This is the first time Instagram has treated users to emailed promos or platform content. We'll see how they get treated once they hit those inboxes. News from the UK. Brilliant! Anthony Rose, interesting bloke who co-founded Beamly and made the BBC iPlayer, has launched the interest-based social network Six Tribes on iOS. How do they know what your interests are, even the sick, twisted ones? It uses an algorithm that looks at what you've liked, photographed, places you went, etc., and makes a best guess at what interest groups you should belong to. Only the groups are called tribes. Some of the tribes created for launch include feminists, coffee geeks, adrenaline junkies, and kung foodies. Once you're a user, you can make your own tribe, but maybe not a sick, twisted one because they're curating them carefully at first. Rose says when they talk to millennials about social, they have the same problem. Content is getting more and more irrelevant. You've got money in your pocket and you want to give it to someone else. Now there's a really fast new way to do it. You can pay people from inside of Facebook Messenger's app. Well, if you live in New York City or the surrounding area, you can do that. Let's say you want to pay Uncle Carlito the money you borrowed from him with interest so you don't get a broken legs emoji. Dollar amounts auto-turn into hyperlinks that start a payment to the recipient. You can confirm it before sending it, and even if you're in a group chat on desktop, you can pay one of the people while the others in the group can see who paid whom how much. Because you'll want Carlito's associates to see you're all paid up. If your entire livelihood and existence depends on your ability to get people to see and click on ads, you should probably stop half listening and go into full listening mode. A German court just ruled that software that blocks yours and everybody else's ads online is A-OK, not illegal. You know what else isn't illegal? Running whitelists so marketers who pay to get their ads past filters can do just that. The online ad market is $120 billion, so it's not like the stakes aren't high or anything. The court said there's no barrier to competition because users decide whether or not to install it, and publishers can reach a, quote, sufficient number of users. Mary Meeker puts a report out on the internet from time to time. It's called the Internet Report. And it's always fun to compare where users are spending their media time with where marketers are spending their ad dollars. Usually it makes marketers look behind and stupid. Print gets 4% of users' time, but 18% of ad spend still goes there. Nostalgia, maybe? Meanwhile, users spend 24% of their media time on mobile, but marketers, they're only spending 8% there. Guess they don't think mobile's gonna make it. And here's the thing, horizontal is not where it's at. On Snapchat, full-screen vertical video ads enjoy a 9 times higher completion rate than horizontal ones do. Apparently, you just can't watch video in tiny enough dimensions. Good news for the Apple Watch. That's it. You probably missed something, so the transcript is at brandcontentstudios.com.